So I'm Connor Pope. I'm a film and digital photographer from Birmingham. For a film, I'm currently using Canon A1 for 35mm, and I also started shooting medium format, so I've got a Bronica S2A for that, but I'm still experimenting with it and getting used to it. For digital, I'm currently using the Canon RP, and I've adapted an EF lens from when I used to use DSLR Canon. I use this for professional and portraiture work, but I still like to throw film in the mix often because that's my favourite format. Excuse me, can I take your picture? Yeah, yeah. I think you look really cool. Thank you.
Is it film one?
This one is film, yeah.
Nice.
But I got this one as well. Okay. Just pose naturally, just, yeah, cool. Okay. Awesome, thank you. So when I moved to Birmingham for university, I just fell in love with capturing the culture and the people. So I started doing portraits in the city of my friends. I'm very stubborn because obviously I come from Birmingham, but we're in Manchester today, and I've brought 3 different cameras with me because I just like carrying the different formats and getting the perfect image that I want. But it does kill my back. But I love the different lenses and different cameras that I've got. One of the things I love about shooting film is that I've shot over 1,000 photos now, and I could tell you the memory from every single one because it's just changed the process of photography for me. Slow down and just focus on the composition, and especially the moment, because originally I was only shooting street photography, so I was capturing those moments of people walking past, and then I bring that into my portraiture as well because I like to have, you know, a stylized moment and a more of a creative vision with the photo. So I remember the exact moment of every single one, whereas my digital, they come out really clean, which some people like, but it feels very lacking in personality for me. So that's why I love shooting film. Yeah, so like I said, I like capturing moments in images. So I always look for that in my street photography and in the portraiture. Working with agencies and stuff at the moment is really helpful because they have like a collaborative vision. So it's definitely something you can work towards, which is more of a direction than just taking random photos of my friends, which is where I started. And then for street photos nowadays, I'm really specific with what I like. I reckon I would take like a couple hundred photos a day if I'm going out for street photography, but I will only choose like between 2 and 10 of them that I like, because if that's on digital, then I want it to be a specific moment that like really captures something. I think a lot of the photos I get can look a bit generic, but I think that's just like the age of photography we live in, because I don't like a photo that I've took that like anyone can take. A lot of people are like comfortable and fine with that, but I really liked having something more unique and that has like a message or more personality. Did that sound good? So like I said, I started shooting around 3 or 4 years ago. And so when I moved to the city and started my degree and got more into photography, people were telling me, like, just keep it as a hobby. You don't have to monetize it, which I definitely agree with. Like, you don't have to monetize your hobbies. But I would say I really enjoyed shooting with models and doing professional work. And it hasn't destroyed my creativity at all. Occasionally I'll get a bit burnt out, but the thing is, living in a city centre with so many creative people that are close together, I constantly find new inspiration that keeps me going with my work. And I would like it to be something that I can monetize more professionally in the future. I'm very confident that I will stay in love with photography. Working in the city has been really good for meeting new creatives because obviously I started out quite amateurish and just shooting random people, but then when you get to work with like creatives who've been in the scene for a while, then I think you definitely start capturing like better images, and I've improved my photography as well as like my business skills. It's been really good to see other people's creative vision as well, because it's quite refreshing to get out of your own perspective sometimes, because you know, I'll do a portrait shoot and someone will come with like a really creative and amazing idea that I'd never thought of for an outfit, for example. But then it also works the other way around. I'll say that I've got a good location, and then they'll be like, oh, I never thought about shooting there. So yeah, I think that definitely plays into it. One other thing I've been thinking about recently is like, you know, the fact that we live in the age of social media and people are like publishing all of their photos. And I definitely publish the majority of my photos, but I think it's also nice to, you know, not have the mindset that you're taking photos just for posting them, because I think that does take away a bit of the creativity. So one thing I've done is I use my website as kind of a blog type thing. So I'll post like my favorite photos on my Instagram, or ones that I think will do well for the whole algorithm thing, but then I'll post images that I personally really like on my website, because, you know, they stay there and there's no issues with algorithms or like chronological order. Negative feedback was a big influence. I really got inspired by his work and the way he captures things. And then obviously I watched Authentic Aesthetic, and that really got me into the film as well, and pushed me to get my first camera, because I thought, you know, if these people can do it, then I don't see why I can't just pick up a £10 camera off eBay and try with it, because film was a lot cheaper back then. This was about 4 years ago. Okay.